What up? It's your boy Run. I'm back with another video. This is Trigger Reactions. How you guys doing today? Hope you guys are doing great. Today's video is Dave Chappelle wins a Grammy and responds to Hollywood reporters. Let's see how this goes. All right.
Yeah, got a new show for y'all. Yes. Black man, a homophobic black man just won an award for putting these gays in their place. Dave Chappelle wins Grammy for Netflix special Condemned for being transphobic. Look here. Hey man, you know what homophobia means? If I say a man shouldn't go in a woman's restroom, that's homophobia. Yeah. They put phobia on it like you're scared of something. Ain't nobody scared of you homosexuals. Yeah. If you offer any criticisms, yeah. Bob, if you say this, if you say transgender women can't compete against biological women, you're homophobic. That's homophobic. Hey, I got enough.
Let's be clear. They're being facetious. They're being funny. Homophobia has nothing to do with someone not agreeing with that lifestyle and pointing out why they can be ridiculous. Now, again, I'm not telling people that being gay is wrong. That's not what I'm doing. I got gay relatives. I treat them just like people. I love them. It's not about that. The problem is this whole, because I noticed a lot of the issues come from the whole trans situation. What's going on with the restrooms and trans women competing with regular women? Like it's an issue because when you transition into a woman, you still were born biologically male, which means you have biological genetics and physical attributes that give you an advantage in certain areas or make you, like for instance with the bathroom, if you are a transgender woman but you still have your male parts, you shouldn't go into a woman's bathroom. They don't use the restroom the way we do. And when it comes to urinating or doing number one, right? So it's different. Secondly, you just can't go in there and you can't compete with them in physical sports. So football, basketball, wrestling, swimming, anything physical that requires muscle mass and endurance, you just stay away from because you have the competitive edge and advantage. It's like a boxer fighting someone on steroids. That's an advantage, which is illegal. So yeah, that's all we saying. That's it. But let's get back into the video.
They say, if you say trans woman can't have babies, yeah, you're homophobic. Hey, even though that trans woman
can't have babies. Can't have babies because she was a man before. Still is a man, but that's the whole debate, right? But let's continue.
That's one of those. Hey, they say you transphobic if you don't sleep or date trans women. I mean,
that's another one. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. If for whatever reason me and my wife divorced, which I don't plan on it, and she doesn't plan on it, but if we were, and I choose to not date a trans woman, that's my preference. It's just like if someone says they don't date black men or date black women or date white men or date white women or Asian, whatever. That's their preference. It may have a little bias or racism there, but they can choose to date who they want to date. And if I want to date regular women, like born a woman, no trans, no changes, that's my preference. If I want to date a trans woman, that makes me gay. I'm not gay. I'm saying, like, that ain't nothing against gay people. If you want a trans woman, get one. If a woman wants a trans man, get one. She's still gay. That's gay. I mean, based off of gay means sleeping with the same sex. It doesn't say because you change it to this sex. It means if you were born a man or a woman, or if you were born with a penis or a vagina, then you are considered a certain gender based off of that, right? If you change that when you get older or whatever, that's not what we're talking about. Okay? But let's continue, because my time is going to be ran over, I can tell.
The term transphobia has lost all meaning. It's been watered down so much. It's transphobic. If you see an old man that's obviously a man wearing a dress and lipstick, got a beard, says he's a woman, you start laughing, you're homophobic. You can't even control that. Yeah, if you just disagree with anything with the LGBTQ, you're labeled homophobic. It's watered down. It doesn't mean anything. You can't even criticize them. You can't even make a joke about them. Yeah. I mean, we've had, how many shows cancel us? About four. About four. Yeah. And we're not being homophobic. Yeah. I do throw transgenders up under the bus, but I'm not homophobic. I'm just telling the truth. It's criticisms. It's just criticism. Criticism. Like, First Amendment. Yeah, this is what Chappelle had to say about the whole...
I'm not even mad. They take issue with my work. Good, fine. What I take issue with is the idea that because they don't like it, I'm not allowed to say it. Art is a nuanced endeavor. I have a belief that they are trying to take the nuance out of speech in American culture, that they're making people speak as if they're either on the right or the left. Everything seems absolute, and any opinion I respect is way more nuanced than these binary choices that they keep putting in front of us. I don't see the world in red or blue. It's just people I agree with on some things, but not other things. It's just what it is.
Hey, Dave, that's not a belief. That's a fact. That's not an opinion. That's not an assumption. It's an absolute fact that they're trying to take away people's First Amendment speech in this country.
Yeah.
That's not a belief. That's a fact, brother.
Yeah.
I'm so glad you homophobic comedians are standing up to these fools, you know? Put these fools...
See, that's the comedy there, but Dave's not homophobic. Like we said, like, look, I can disagree with you. When did disagreeing with somebody become a crime? Even if I say something that's harsh or mean, when did that become illegal? Illegal. And when I say illegal, I'm not saying you gotta go to jail, but there's a price that's outside of... Like, I feel like if I lose money, that's like paying a fine, which we pay fines a lot in court, you know, and if you're ridiculed or prosecuted or put under a certain type of judgment that costs you money, to me, that's criminal. So come on. I'm just saying. Like, I can't disagree. If I disagree or speak, and we talking about these are comedians making jokes, and we know jokes have some truth and some informative message, but like, it's a joke. It's meant to be funny. If it ain't funny, cool, but there shouldn't be a... Come on, man. Come on. I agree with you, Dave. I'm not all the way red. I agree with certain liberal. I do. It's not many, but I do. I agree with certain things people say and do, and it's something I disagree with. That's just normal. Like you don't agree with nobody. I don't agree with my wife half the time. Probably a little more than half. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man.
In that place, I saw this dude. Well, we did a video about it. Dude had a beard. Old dude. White dude. Which is proof in itself that white privilege doesn't exist. And he looks like a guy, sounds like a guy, but he's claiming he's a woman. Yeah. That's the guy that was going to a gym up in Canada. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's racist for somebody to pretend to be a black guy or Indian or Chinese person. Yeah. But it's perfectly okay for a man to pretend that he's a woman. And when you point this hypocrisy out...
That's the thing. Because you ask a lot of heterosexual people or minorities, they feel like, well, they have to be heterosexual and a minority. Because a lot of us, because I fall in that category, feel like the LGBTQ gay community has, like, people take their struggle more serious than others to the point where you can't even criticize or disagree with it. Like, black people went through civil rights, which people marched for and died for, then, you feeling like you're a man or a woman or you're gay, whatever, that's fine. But I can disagree, just like people can disagree with the black culture or movement. That's okay. You don't have to agree with it. Right? And people have their own say so and feelings about how black people are treated. That's fine. So when do we get to a point where your way has to be accepted and cannot be ridiculed or even spoken about in a way that disagrees with your way or your lifestyle? When did that become a thing? Because everybody has been, every culture or race or whatever movement, criticism comes, disagreement comes. It's a fight. And I'm not saying you guys don't deal with what you deal with, but we're not talking about what you deal with or people doing hate crimes against LGBTQ. No, it's certain rights that you're fighting for are infringing upon others' rights. Or if someone has a disagreement with what you do, it's criminal, which is, to me, is crazy. And trust me, I don't care what you want and do. Like, you can do whatever you want. I'm not stopping no one from doing anything. Period. That's not what we talking about. Because that would be criminal. But if I can't make fun of, joke about, if I'm a comedian, or if I'm just a regular person, if we can't have a conversation about it, and I can't disagree, then to me, that's unlawful. But I don't know, guys. What you guys think, man? What you guys think? Leave it down in the comments below, man. I really want to dive into this. I want to talk about it. I support Dave Chappelle. I think he's a great comedian. And the fact that he has to do all of this and say and speak like this about a particular movement or entity, then it's crazy. Like, he should have the freedom to speak. You don't have to agree with it. And the fact that he's a comedian makes it worse. It's like, it's a joke. It's meant to be funny. Let's laugh about it and talk about it. But anyways, man, if you like this video, you already know, do, man. Hit that thumbs up button down below. Comment down below what I should react to next. This is your boy Ron. This is Trigger Reactions. See you guys in the next video. Peace.